This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you touch that like button, touch that subscribe button, and make sure you destroy that like button until it turns blue. Let's get right into the new. Okay, so we got Kanye West. Now he's officially a billionaire according to Forbes. Which is, he's been working hard for it. Yeah, a lot of people were trying to say I was a hater. I was just commenting on Kanye West texting Forbes and saying, wait a minute, you got it wrong. It's 3. Forbes already gave him the $1 billion. That's a lot of money, man. It's like, no, it's 3. I don't know. Maybe he probably has different projections because he knows what he's going to be doing in the next year or two. And what the worth of his company is going to go up tremendously, obviously. Anyways, Jay-Z's worth $1 billion, right? And he has an $85 million fund that is called, it's Marcy Projects Funds, which is kind of copying the Queensbridge venture fund that Nas has. But, it's a good idea, and these guys, who cares? You want to rep where you came from, and it's not really. It was just a little interesting to me. We know that Jay-Z's petty, and he's always kind of like jabbing at Nas, even though they're cool. Same with Kanye. Kanye and Jay-Z are always going to be cool, and I was wondering if he's going to invite him into his fund, or is he going to welcome him to the Billionaires Club? Is he going to the Billionaire Boys Club? Is he going to be in there? But Jay-Z is kind of. Ashton Kutcher is a real big investor for startups. And he is, this all started in 2018 out of San Francisco. It's Jay-Z, Jay Brown, Larry Marcus, and they're, let's see, they're Crunchbase list. They have e-bike, wheels, a chef service called Hungry, and Rihanna's Savage X Fendi lingerie line. They're invested in these things. So Jay-Z technically is making money with Rihanna still, which is pretty interesting. A section of her Fenty line. I mean, Rihanna with the Fenty line is just insane. Very inspirational what these people are pivoting into. Even Kanye West, he has the Yeezy brand, but that's so extensive. He has a lot of things going on. Who knows what Kanye's up to? I mean, he's buying land, he's developing things. The only thing I don't like the whole thing he's doing with Sunday service. I don't know if that he's going to go the Joel Osteen route, which I'm not too much of a fan of, because I think it takes advantage of people's faith, or is he doing that just to help himself? I think it might be just for something to inspire him to keep working. I don't know. He's different, very different. Anyways, Kutcher's business partner manages U2, Madonna, and Jay-Z has been eyeing Kutcher's whole way of doing things and is kind of getting into that. Let's see. He says it's not always the money you bring to the table. Nas told me in an interview for a book, it's a list of angels, how bands of artists, actors, athletes got in, pointing out the stars often provide valuable connections and exposure for these companies. So like, if Nas is involved in a certain company, he can bring a certain different kind of equity to it. Same as Jay-Z, because why not co-sign the company? You own a stake in it. Nas came up with, big with the ring and the pill pack. This is what Amazon bought from them for tons of money. And then he also came out big with Pluto TV? That was like free TV. He came up big with that too. Viacom invested in that. So Jay-Z's trying to get into these type of deals. Jay-Z, startup savvy names like Diddy, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and Chamillionaire. These are all people getting into startups. Chamillionaire is doing really well in it. Snoop Dogg, I haven't seen him. I think he's just getting into Tree, you know what I mean? And let's see, ownership opportunity symbolism. Jay-Z and Nas. It's bigger than hip hop. Super producer Swiss Beats explained. Obviously it is. I mean, come on, man. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see what Jay-Z puts his money behind. He's eyeing what Ashton Kutcher's up to, because Ashton Kutcher's been doing this for a while. And he's kind of modeling his business, well, his venture business after that. So this will be interesting. Some of the bigger venture firms that are out there, it's like Carlyle Group, they invested in Beats and a bunch of other stuff. Then you got Excel, SL or something like that. They're invested in like Dropbox. It's interesting to go on there. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go on Crunchbase and look at different investment firms. I mean, that's a whole thing. They help companies reorganize. It's kind of like what they're doing on Shark Tank in a way, but bigger, on a bigger scale. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys. I'll come up with some good news later. I just wanted to, this stuff interests me a lot. And I'll give you more information on this kind of stuff if you want. I didn't want to go too much into detail. Anyways, peace.